It's quite a character-driven piece, actually. It's not like the effectsy type of thing that is what is sort of presented in all the trailers, which is cool because I mean, there are like exciting moments in the film because it's about two people that are in love with each other and sort of can't be. I mean, there's just it's like a Romeo and Juliet type story in that these people, it's like the most strained love story, but at the same time like the most ultimate like great one. And yeah.
How aware of the story were you before you actually signed up to the film? Because obviously it was a huge book, wasn't it?
I wasn't. I don't know how I missed it. I usually go into like used bookstores, so I hadn't heard of it.
And you played Bella, the protagonist of the story. Tell us about her.
She's a really good character to be. I understand why like the fan base can. I understand why the fan base is so obsessive because when you read the book, you are Bella. You really project yourself onto her, and she's quite a strong character. She really trusts herself and is very self-assured, and considering she's dating a vampire who could kill her like at any moment, says something about her.
Everyone who has read the book obviously had their own opinion of what Bella should be like. How did you go about preparing for the role, and were you conscious of the expectations of the Twilight fans?
I knew that we had like a very devoted fan base. I just didn't know how big it was. And I was excited about that because I cared about the book just as much as they did, I thought. And I just sort of lived with the book. There's nothing, you know, you have like a Bible. You have something that is, at any moment, you're like, what should I really be going through? You just pick up the book and look. And that's about it. I mean, it was very conventional. I didn't do anything. Getting the vampire facts straight was actually sort of a part of the preparation. It was like, there's all these myths and, you know, rules that they have. Like, they don't breathe, yet he can smell me and like can't take the scent. So it's sort of, they all contradict one another, and so to keep their relationship like incredibly not normal, just like a guy and a girl, like to keep their relationship like very responsive, they don't react to each other in the way normal people do. And me and Rob had to be on the same page on that, and so getting that straight, and then just reading the book over and over.
You weren't as whiny, though, as the character in the book, were you? Was that a conscious decision?
Well, all of that is in her head, you know? Like, I mean, most of it isn't expressed. So, I mean, it wasn't a conscious thing, but at times Bella in the book is a little, she's very analytical. She's constantly, like, running things through her head, and, I don't know if that didn't come across.
How hard a movie was this to film? Because I understand you spent most of the time in an actual forest, battling the elements, didn't you?
Yeah. The weather changes in Portland every 5 minutes, so we had to be prepared for basically our entire schedule in one day. Like, they could throw any scene at us at any moment because it was the only thing that we had to shoot. So that was tricky.
So you didn't have the option of green screen at all through the film?
No, we had like one day of green screen,
right.
And it was towards the end, and it felt really goofy and terrible, and I don't think any of it was used anyway.
How did you shoot the tree scenes then? How did you do all the jumping and stuff? Was that on wires?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We did one jump out of the window, not the wide shot, unfortunately, but we like flew right into the camera from like, you know, however far. That's pretty far from the house to the tree.
Yeah. What was your favourite scene?
I like the scene where they're all these sort of iconic scenes from the book have titles now. This one's been deemed the meadow scene, and it's the first time that they're honest with each other. She fully calls him out and says, "I know what you are," and then that needs to be dealt with, and they deal with it quite well. It's like the start of their relationship, and it's really long, and we tried to do most of it without cutting, and it's pretty heavy. I think that one, probably.
And recently announced that the second story, New Moon, has got the green lights. What do you know about that, and are you going to be involved?
Yeah, I will be involved in New Moon, sort of. And I think we're supposed to go somewhere towards the beginning of next year, but we're not sure yet. I haven't even seen a script.
Okay, well, when it happens, good luck.